Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great day. Today I have my A6 rings set up plus flip through for you guys. I put on the screen the timestamp if you want to just skip over the setup and just see the flip through. First of all, as you can see, I'm in a different setting. This is actually my bedroom back home. You can see my table super dirty because I was an art kid and I did a lot of crafting and I never took care of my table. But anyways, the actual planner that I'm using is the PrintPression Rings planner. It is a faux leather and I just really like the feel of it. And I do switch between several ring planners depending on my mood, but this is the current one that I'm using. So then I just chopped up all of my inserts and also some of the papers that I drew. I'm gonna go more into detail in the flip through portion. I just wanted to show you guys how I cut my inserts. I mentioned this in my previous setup video, but this guillotine paper trimmer is like the best investment that I've ever made. It is so handy whether it's like crafting or just like making any straight cut really. It's just super nice to have, and I think it was only like under $20. Also, I will try to link down below everything that I use so that you guys can find all of the inserts. Some of the things aren't really available, like the animal emoji onesie papers. Those are just like random things that I drew and I printed out for myself, but I will link whatever is available. So I drew this family portrait, and I also have this Helen frame die cut from the Fox and Pip, and I'm just cutting those into little rectangles, and I'm also using my corner rounder to make it into a little journaling card thingy. And then I'm going to start working on the dashboards. I did make some marks that were not supposed to be there, so I decided to cover it up with 2 strips of washi. The coffee one is from Simply Gilded, and the bow one I think is from the Planner Society. Then I just stuck down the family portrait and also a 2020 balloon emoji die cut. The tape runner that I'm using I think is from Japan. Not too sure where you can get the exact same one, but honestly any tape runner works. I also don't coat the entire back of the die cut with the tape runner just because I want to be able to take it down and repurpose it for a future setup. Okay, so I have to explain this part a little bit. I have this 6-hole punch from Amazon and it actually broke down a few years ago. I refused to buy a new one, so what I've been doing is just making some holes using the dividers as a guideline, and I'm just using half of the hole punch to punch it, and I have to like flip the paper upside down to do the other side. I know it's super time consuming, but I just don't want to get a new hole punch. But if you have a fully functioning one, you can do it all in one go. This die cut that I just put down was from Co. And then for a different divider, I'm going to put down this washi stack die cut from my shop. And then I have these acetate pieces. I think this was given out as a freebie for Black Friday on orders over, I think 75 or something like that. And I just have some misfit pieces that I always keep for myself. Most of the stuff that you see me use for my own shop is actually misfits. I just don't want those to go to waste. The acetate is just really nice to have as an overlay. And then I am going to show you guys one of the ways that you can use vellum. Actually 3 different ways. So one of the things that I'm going to make is a little pocket. It's really hard to explain, but basically you just want to fold over one of the pieces of vellum to the A6 size, but leave a little space for the holes. I also cut up a strip for a washi card and also a tiny little strip for like a little bookmark, and I'm just going to put it in between my laminating pouches and put it through my Scotch laminator, and then I'm just going to use my guillotine again to trim all of the rectangles, making sure to leave a little room so that the pouch doesn't come apart. Also, the corners are super sharp, so you want to make sure to round it so that it doesn't accidentally scratch you. For the tiny piece of bookmark thing, I just punched a hole, and you want to make sure to snip the holes so that you can pop it into any section. Hopefully you guys can see the line of air bubble. That's where I am going to cut. It's kind of awkward because right after filming that clip, my camera went out of focus, so all of this is blurry, but you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Eventually I do realize, and I refocused my camera. Anyways, I just used my X-Acto knife to carefully trim through the air bubble, and that way the pocket just kind of opens up, and I also punched the holes so it can fit right into my planner. Moving on to the washi card, I basically just picked out some washies that I really like. I didn't put a ton of washi on this card just because it's not every day that I need to grab from one of these cards. So I have a mix of washies from my own shop, some from Simply Gilded, and also one from Hello Petite Paper. And then I'm going to put together the planner and we will move on to the actual flip through so you can see my planner all decked out. Okay, so let's do the flip through. There are 2 pockets on the side, and honestly inside I just have a bunch of random things like die cuts and my business card. I also have the washi card that I showed you guys how to make. This is just super handy, but also it's really pretty. These frosted dividers are from the Planner Press, and these labels are also from the Planner Press, and they're so pretty. I also have a fat paper clip on it just in case I need to hold anything down, especially when taking photos. This is a journaling card from my shop, and it says proud to be a planner. And on the back I layered on some washi because, as you can see, I messed up drawing some of the punch holes. And then here is a little family portrait that I drew along with a 2020 emoji die cut from my shop. Then this is totally unnecessary, but I just wanted to put a sheet of acetate. This is hollow foil, also from my shop. And on the back I just stuck on some sticky notes just in case I need to jot anything down or give somebody a note. And then, oh yeah, so this is the to-do tab, and I just have these lined emoji inserts from my shop. They're still available right now. It is a digital printable. I just love using it to make general to-do lists and also just like running to-do lists. And then behind that I have a tab for projects. This is an insert from Jasenia's printables, and you'll notice I have actually 2 sections for projects. It's because I usually have more than one going on at the same time, so I just split up the papers between the 2 projects. It is a really pretty dot grid, and I love using this one. The next tab is the work tab. My skin kind of blends in with the rose gold, so that doesn't help. But this is a work tab, and this is another journaling card from my shop, and it says a new chapter begins, which I think it is so fitting for the new year. And on the back I just glued on a piece of this Lindsay paper. And then this is a little DIY project that you guys saw me make. It is basically a pocket that is made out of vellum, and it just slides right in here. And I can put in all of my own stickers. You can also put in stickers from other shops or little knickknacks. On the back, I just stuck on some sticky notes from Willow Co. And then here is my monthly tab. I kind of messed up this section, so please ignore that. I might actually just cut a piece of paper and cover this because I have no idea what's going on. You'll also notice that at the top I have these mini monthly tabs, and they're actually for the Hobonichi from my shop, but they're literally perfect for any planner. So these monthly inserts are actually a freebie from Peanuts Planner Co., and this is perfect because I am a strictly Monday starter. I don't know why, like just Sunday start monthlies just do not work with my brain. So I really enjoy that this is a Monday start. Basically, I just wrote down some school stuff, but as soon as I finish with the video, I am going to go in and add in all of my shop releases and important shop dates. And then this is a little bookmark that I made out of scrap vellum. I just snipped the edges so you can easily pop it anywhere you want. And this is strictly for the daily section. These inserts are also from Peanuts Planner Co., and I love them so much. Once again, they're dailies. I don't use these every single day, just for super busy days. So this is actually for today. I already woken up, of course, ate breakfast, did my emails, messages, and now I am filming my flip through. Also, I know I have a ton of design, but I just don't want to write down exactly what I'm designing. Here I have a reflections page, and I honestly don't really know what to do here, but maybe I'll figure it out as time goes by. So I just cut a bunch of them. Once again, not enough for like 365 days, but just for those super busy days. Then I have a travel section. Honestly, I have not been on vacation in quite a few years, but by travel I mean going between school and home, which I'm totally fine with because I would rather go home than anywhere else. This is just an insert from Annie Plants printables, and I thought this would be really good for a travel week because, you know, you have things to do, things to buy, a lot of space to jot down notes. I can write down my flight info here. I'm usually very happy when I get to fly home, and just generally a really good insert for travel. Most of the travel inserts that I see are for vacations, and it just doesn't really fit with what I normally fly for, so this is perfect. Then I have a list section, and this is a journaling card that came with one of my 2 Little Bees kit. Here I have a collab insert between Annie Plants Printables and myself. This is an emoji washi insert, and this is how I normally would use it. It's just something fun and decorative, and for me to make my lists really pretty. And I just cut a bunch of those. Here I have my inbox section. This is another journaling card from my shop, and on the back I just made this paper that says TCMC over and over again. And this is a die cut from Willow Co, which I think is so cute. It is like this hot chocolate marshmallow rainbow thing, and I love it. What exactly does an inbox mean for me? Basically, whenever I do customer service emails, sometimes I, for example, promise a customer that I'm going to be calling their local post office to ask about a tracked package, and you know, I definitely don't want to forget and get back to them, so this is where I would put down their name and roughly like what I need to do, and then I can make a little checklist. And then behind this I just have some grid inserts. Once again, a collab between Annie Plants Printables and myself, and also Sparkly Paper Co. I just usually keep grid inserts. The thing about inserts for me is that I just have a really specific way of liking to plan. So, you know, when I buy really structured inserts, it's usually how the maker of the inserts thinks should be the general way to plan. And usually it doesn't 100% align with how I personally like to do it and how my brain works. So I just always like to keep grid inserts because I can, you know, literally do whatever I want with. And then this sad back section, I have a finances tab along with this Donut Worry and Be Happy journaling card, and this paper that I drew along with this washi stack die cut from my shop. I don't have a finance section yet because I haven't been able to find what I like, so I'm probably going to be designing my own insert just for fun, and hopefully that works. But yeah, that is basically it for my business/daily planner. Once again, I'm not the best at setting up planners. The most I can do is like dashboards and sticking little die cuts everywhere, but there are so many talented people who can set up gorgeous planners, and I just cannot do that. So this is my maximum. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and even if you don't own a business, I think most of these inserts are pretty general because, once again, I don't like really structured ones. So yeah, let me know what you guys think if you want to see more setups, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!